Hi, my name is Natalie, and I'm the Crafty Counselor. If you are new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to walk you step by step how I make Puerto Rican rice and chicken in the pressure cooker. It's arroz con pollo, and I'm going to also make and pair that with stew beans with yucca. So at the end of this video, if you like it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Really trying to grow and I need your help. All right, let's not waste any time. Let's hop into today's video. So let's go over the ingredients for the arroz con pollo. We have 3 cups of long grain rice. I have 4 chicken thighs, and you can use chicken breast, chicken legs. This is what I had on hand. We're going to do some of my homemade sofrito, and I'll link that in the cards above, but also in the description down below. We're going to also be making some beans, so I have the ingredients here for the beans, but let's continue with the chicken. We're going to do some olives and oil and some Sazon. And I think that's it for now, but if I forgot anything, I will say it as I'm going along. Plus, I will leave all the ingredients down in the description box below. So on the pressure cooker, let me show you here, I'm going to put it to the chicken and meat setting so that I can saute and fry up the meat. So we're going to put that on there. And as that heats up, we will add oil and sofrito. I'm going to put about 2 to 3 tablespoons of sofrito once the oil is in it and it heats up. I'm using actually extra virgin olive oil is what I have here. You can use avocado oil, you can use canola oil, vegetable oil, but I like to use either extra virgin or avocado. And we're going to put about, I don't know, a tablespoon, about a quarter of a cup. That's down there like that. And it's starting to heat up some. We'll add a little bit more oil. Because the goal of the oil right now is to just cook up the chicken. And I'm going to use tongs so that I don't get my hands really messy on the chicken. I really want to try not to keep having to wash my hands. So I will test the oil in a bit. Just gonna do a little drop of the sofrito to test the oil. Not hot enough yet. But once that gets hot enough, we'll come back and add the chicken and sofrito. So you can hear that the sofrito that I put in as a test is starting to sizzle. So we're going to add in some sofrito. So I'm going to put 1 and 2. We'll put 3. Well, we'll put 2 for now because I also season it in sofrito. 2.5. Can never go wrong. Let me see if I can bring it in closer. And we're just going to stir that up. And we're going to add the chicken. And we're really just wanting to like brown the chicken some. Okay. So we'll let that brown on one side and then we'll flip it over to the other side. show you how the chicken is cooking on one side, and we can go ahead and flip it. And we're not going to cook the whole thing because it is going to cook in the pressure cooker. We do want to get it started with the cooking. Again, the pressure cooker is set on the chicken. If you have a Instapot, I think it's on. You would set it on the saute setting. This is a Power Pressure Cooker XL, so it's a different settings. But either way, you're sauteing. And I wanted to mention that the chicken with the bone also helps to give flavor. Again, you don't have to do that. You can use boneless ones, but I like it with the bone. Personal preference. This is how you want your chicken to look. Look at that nice color, the golden brown. Now, once your chicken is all done, we're going to take it out. Now, it's not cooked all the way because it's going to cook also in the pressure cooker. I'm going to take that out. And don't worry, we're going to add it back in. So we can turn this off. And now we're going to get prepared for our rice. In this same pan, I'm just going to scrape down a little bit because I don't want it to be sticking. So let me scrape this down and then I will be back. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the chicken and I'm just going to cut it off of the bone. And like I said, it's not cooked all the way. And that's okay because we're going to put it back in the pressure cooker. And we're just going to cut it down just a little bit. So I'm going to get it all cut up and then I'll meet you back here. All right, so we got the chicken all cut up and we're going to put it back in the pressure cooker. And we got the pressure cooker back on the meat and saute. To that, we're going to add some olives. I'm going to put another tablespoon of sofrito. In here, I have oregano, garlic, and there's cumin in there too. So we're going to sprinkle that in. And we're going to stir that all around. And we don't want it to stick now because we're going to be adding in our rice. And now we're going to add our Sazon. The pretty color. And what I like to do is add everything and then see if I need to add another pack. Now we're going to add our rice. There's 3 cups of long grain and brown rice. I mean, not brown rice. Okay, we're going to stir that around. Sorry for the camera. There you go. Now we're going to add our water. You want to make sure you have enough water in there. So like I can look and see I don't have enough water. So I need to add enough water, some more water. And you want to have enough water to cover the rice. So I already put 2 cups of water, and now we're just going to put a little bit more so that we cover it's probably another cup. So I'll put like 3 cups of water. And for me, it looks like it needs more water, but I'm going to see. Let me show you how good that looks. Already looking good. So I'm going to add just a little bit more water, and then we're going to go to the next setting. And now I have enough water, and now we're just going to test it for salt. Needs a little salt. I'm going to put the last of my pack of Sazon. And a dash more of oregano. All right, let me give it a stir. So, all right, so now we're going to change our settings. We're going to hit the off button. We're going to put our top on. Okay, it's pretty hard to put the top on and hold you guys. So let's see. Let me do this. I'm going to turn the pressure cooker to exhaust. And then I'm going to come down here to the setting. Let's get you closer so you can see that. And this setting here says rice and risotto. That's what we're going to use. So I'm going to press that. I'm going to put it to 15 minutes. Okay. And we will see you back in 15 minutes to see how our rice does. But in the meantime, we're going to move over to the beans. All right, so now we're moving to the beans. And on our stove, we have some oil, and we'll let that get hot, and then we'll add our sofrito. So the ingredients for these beans are 1 packet of the Goya jamon. Goya ham is in Spanish is jamon con how do I say this? Say it, I can read it. It's jamon de cocinar. Jamon de cocinar. It's a packet of ham. Then we're going to do these pink beans, habichuelas. Okay. So our stove is going to do 2 cans of those with the liquid. All right. So we got our oil is getting hot. And I might have a little bit too much oil in there, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. And it looks like I might have a little bit too much oil in there. So I'm going to grab some of that oil. And the way that I'm going to do that is turn the pot to the side and just let the napkin pick up some of that oil. And I know you probably said, no, it's a waste. But you know what? You have to do what you have to do. So I don't want it to be oily. And then if it looks like I might need to add more, then I'll add more. So my stove now is between a 2 and a 3. This is a new stove And so I'm learning the numbers because my other stove didn't have that. So we have 2 tablespoons of sofrito, and again, I will put the link for the sofrito recipe in the description box below. And to the sofrito, so you can get you a little, you get you at a better angle, so you can see that better. Oh, there we go. That might work. Let's see. There we go. All right. So to that now, when it gets a dark color, I tell you, my kitchen smells amazing. The kitchen smells like I just came from that I'm in a Spanish restaurant, Puerto Rican restaurant. All right, so now we're gonna add our jamon. Now we're gonna add our Sazon packet. And the next thing is we're going to use 1 whole can, I got you close, but 1 whole can of Goya tomato sauce. Okay. And we're using the whole can because we're using 2 cans um, of the beans. Mix that up in there good. Yeah, see, I'm glad I took that oil out because that would have been way too much oil in there. Now we're going to add the olives and the beans with the liquid. I don't think I have a big enough pot. I might have to change my pot. No, I think we'll be okay. Let's stir it up. Might have, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to change the pot. So let me go ahead and change this to a bigger pot, and I'll come back. Now I'm going to add. Let me pull you out a little bit. Some yucca. Now I should have probably used like kidney beans, but I didn't. And so let me pull you out. Why? Let me get you pulled out so you can see a little bit better. Okay. So we're gonna use. This is yucca. And if you don't have yucca, you can add potatoes. But I use yucca. And now I wish I really would have had the kidney beans, but it is what it is. Okay. And I got my stove to a 3. And now we're going to add enough water to cover the beans. Okay. I like to give it one last stir. Everything's mixed in there. I also like to add a little bit of water to the can that the tomato sauce is in, so you can get all the rest of that tomato sauce out. Okay. And then we're going to cover this, and we're going to let this cook, and we'll be back once everything is done, and I'll show you the final plate. All right, the rice is done. Pretty color. And now we're going to go ahead and make our plates. All right, well, this is the finished plate. And we're going to give it a taste. Well, all right, everything is done. Now we're going to give it all a good taste. So we've got some rice here. Very good flavor. I was concerned that I might have put a little bit too much salt, but it's just enough salt. Now we're going to try some with the beans. Ooh, that's hot. I could have cooked the yucca a little bit longer, but that's okay. Let's try the chicken. Should be nice and moist. Well, I'm going to sit down and eat this dinner. Why don't you give this a try? I probably am going to say this wrong, but we're going to try. Ben Provecho, which means bon appetit. So I'm going to have to stop in here with a voiceover because my mic died. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel so that I can continue to grow. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you know each time I upload a video. Until next time, have a crafty day.